Khuddaka Nikaya, the Minor Discourses, the Theragāthā, verses of the Arahant Bhikkhus. Navakanipāta, Book of 9 Verses. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Verses 518 to 526. Theragāthā 9.1. Bhūta Thera. When the suffering that is inextricably associated with old age and death is clearly seen by the wise and perceptive person, while the dense, ordinary person who willfully ignores goes on clinging on to it, the meditating bhikkhu, however, with his ongoing practice in mindfulness, naturally attains to the complete understanding of suffering itself, as he delightedly reflects, "Ah, truly there's no greater or higher bliss than this." When the bringer of all kinds of suffering, which is none other than one's own entanglement and getting identified with things, along with the constant drive to want and crave for more, unnecessarily creating more pain in life. And when all these things that are led by the incessant machine of mental proliferation are completely destroyed in the meditator who's always mindful, the bhikkhu then delightedly reflects, "Ah, truly there's no greater or higher bliss than this." And when the supreme path is followed, as true safety is secured by the middle path that leads to perfection, those noble 8, which truly cleanse the heart from all things that defile, are finally seen first-hand by the meditating bhikkhu, who, through his ongoing practice in mindfulness, naturally comes to see and appreciate it all directly himself. He delightedly reflects, "Ah, truly there's no greater or higher bliss than this." And as he cultivates within himself the state of genuine peace, that sorrowless, taintless, and unprepared state of being, wherein he sees directly how he's cleansed himself through and through by cutting loose from all those fetters that bind and shackle beings, as he delightedly reflects, "Ah, truly there's no greater or higher bliss than this." And if the heavens above send down torrential rains from the thundering clouds above, to even block the path of birds from flying through the sky, you'll find that bhikkhu still there, calmly sitting in his cave alone, meditating, as he delightedly reflects, "Ah, truly there's no greater or higher bliss than this." Or while he sits on this or that side of the river bank, that are covered with multitudes of vibrant and fragrant flowers of all kinds, garlanded by the undulating vines and colorful flora and fauna. He sits there quietly meditating, as he delightedly reflects, "Ah, truly there's no greater or higher bliss than this." And when late at night, in the pitch blackness of the deep forest, wild beasts with fangs or those with giant tusks go roaring through the dark, shaking the leaves of trees with their menacing cries. That bhikkhu still continues sitting peacefully in his cave, meditating, as he delightedly reflects, "Ah, truly, there's no greater or higher bliss than this." By keeping his uncontrollable stream of thoughts in check, at last, he's able to finally rest in the absence of thinking altogether. Thus, he sits in his mountain refuge, sheltered within the gorge, while meditating without any fear, yet remaining soft and full of life. There he delightedly reflects, "Ah, truly, there's no greater or higher bliss than this." Thus, while experiencing such a happy state of ease, he has become the abolisher of all things that stain the heart, having removed the poisonous arrow, along with all those entangling shackles and their suffocating thorns. He has indeed eliminated all the contaminants of the heart, forever releasing himself from them once and for all, which is why he continues on reflecting with delight, "Ah, truly there's no greater or higher bliss than this." These were the verses spoken by the Venerable Bhūta. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.